In today's video, we will be looking at the best ways to level up in Cold War Zombies and a bit of multiplayer and Warzone for your actual levels. Now, I haven't made a video on this in quite some time, so I want to make an updated version for everyone that is kind of wondering how to level up now super fast to get to that level 200 or even maximize your rank as much as possible. This will not involve glitches or anything like that. This is just solely through either playing the game, grinding, or just having fun on it. So if you're looking for any glitches, unfortunately, it's not in this video. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. We're about to hit 23,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much. We're on the road to hitting 25k before Mauer der Toten. Not 100% sure if that'll happen because Mauer der Toten is closer than we think, but still, thank you all so much for being at 22.9, 22.8, or 23,000 subscribers. And also be sure to drop a like on the video. Can we aim for 200 likes on this one? Thank you all so much. And lastly, every single kind of method that I will talk about is going to be timestamped down in the description if you just want to skip through ones that you might already know. I think a really great method of leveling up is using your XP tokens that you have in the game. Now, if you've played Call of Duty back in Modern Warfare and bought the battle passes, or if you just bought the most recent battle passes, there's a very high chance that you've just accumulated and collected a bunch of XP tokens that you can actually access in the main menu and activate. Now, the bad thing about these tokens is they do start working straight away, so even if you're not in game time, the timer will keep going down, so just quickly activate them and do these methods. Now, the first method that I want to talk about is going to be Dead Ops Arcade Solo Advanced Start. Now, the reason this is a really good method is because in Dead Ops Arcade, you can get a bunch of XP for progressing through the rounds. If you don't know how Solo Advanced Start works, basically, the first time you start off, the further you get until you die, it will save your progression the worlds that you enter. I'm at a pretty high round now, and it's kind of more difficult to get through the rounds, so I definitely don't recommend going too high. What I recommend for you to do is getting up to a close enough high round and backing out of your game. Now, once you get up to this round, you'll be able to back out, go back in. If you're past this kind of fate section, you'll have to choose your fate and you'll be instantly kicked back to the world where you started off. You'll be able to rinse and repeat this process. Now, another cool thing is you'll be able to just finish Dead Ops Arcade. It is more difficult in the bird's eye point of view. So you could just hop into solo Dead Ops Arcade, but unfortunately there is no advanced start. So you will be starting from the beginning each time. But I think Dead Ops Arcade is a really reliable way of leveling up in the game, but it's a bit more tedious because Dead Ops Arcade is not only difficult, but in my opinion, it gets boring very fast. Now, this other method is something that I recently kind of discovered and I really enjoy doing, and I feel like a lot of you already know this, but the seasonal challenges you get every single season once you reach level 200. Now, from what I calculated, there's a potential chance that you will be able to get around 200,000 XP without double XP being activated for completing these challenges. And these challenges are calling card ones that some have stages, so it starts off with 1000 XP, then 2500 XP, and the third stage is usually 5000 XP. Some have 5 stages, some have just 1 stage, and that's instantly just 5000 XP. So they are very tedious. For example, in season 4, the weirdest one that I can think of is get eliminations while being aimed downside with a thermal scope, or an easier one just getting kills with tactical rifles, parachuting, and then killing zombies straight away in Outbreak. So some of them will be definitely more annoying, and season 3, for example, has one where you have to exfil on round 3 without upgrading anything on your weapons. That's a very difficult one in my opinion, so they will be difficult, but if you complete every single challenge, the final calling card that you basically unlock for completing these will give you 10,000 XP. So out of all of these, you will be getting so much XP, and we've had 4 seasons. So if you've leveled up to level 200 in zombies or multiplayer as well, you have challenges, and that's the thing, they're separated from multiplayer, but it'll be more difficult because multiplayer is kind of just difficult. So if you're like me and you just non-stop spawn in and die, I don't recommend doing them. But if you want additional XP, hop on into multiplayer and complete those calling card challenges there as well. And I think this is a really fun and good method to level up, and I'm definitely going to use it to get up to level 200. Now, that's the bad thing, you do need to be level 200 to get all of them, but if you have done it in the past and you haven't completed those calling card challenges, you should have them. Another method will also require calling cards, and that's completing the Dead Ops challenges, and preferably in zombies. Now, I have made a video recently with a little guide because it's now really easy to unlock the mastery calling card. I will link that in the description below. Mainly you have to complete like Easter eggs now and a few little challenges here and there, and if you want people to complete the Easter egg, link is also down in the description to our Discord server where I see a bunch of you guys helping each other out, so go right ahead, join that up. And if you still struggle with those Easter eggs, and on top of all these calling card challenges in Dead Ops Arcade, there is the most simplistic way also of leveling up, and that's playing the game. Yes, it's It's very simple, but if you play, for example, zombies, going for high rounds, going for calling cards, going for camos, you will be getting so much XP with the activated double XP. So go for that dark ether, go for that gold camo multiplayer, because you'll get so much XP out of it and it's worth it. If you don't want to be a player that goes out and does glitches that have a very low chance of actually working, from what I've seen, I haven't tested out any myself. I'm more of a person that does enjoy going for just these kind of things like the calling card challenges and stuff like that. This won't be effective for everyone, but in my opinion, multiplayer is really good for leveling up of your weapons and sometimes giving you XP. Zombies is definitely more fun for leveling up of your character XP, not weapons. It's kind of a mixed situation there. Completing Easter eggs will give you a bunch of XP because of the calling cards. Completing challenges for calling cards, like, you just have to look at the smaller things and they will give you so much XP. So I hope in some kind of way I did kind of inform you about other ways of leveling up your character. Obviously there's always different methods each season, maybe with glitches, and potentially in the future we might have even better strategies, but these are the ones that I felt like maybe informing you guys about if you haven't even thought about it. I feel like most of the community knows about it already, but still wanted to share this with you guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I didn't confuse you as much. Hopefully I did help you out in some kind of way, or I did inform you about them, as I keep repeating myself. But without further ado, guys, thank you all so much for subscribing, liking the video, whatever you have done for this community. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.